children tune into pro wrestling on a typical Monday night, and many of them actually then go and try the stunts at home.
Janet Sangland shows us how.
That's actually, yeah, if you survive. Oh, we're all stupid as shit.
Hardcore action anywhere else. Oh, cannonball! E-Train fought his way out of that one. Still fight left in the debuting E-Train, but oh, cannonball!
I used to wrestle with my brothers in the living room, and we used to fight for a title that we made out of rubber and duct tape, and yeah, it was pretty fun. That's all.
Yo, I fucked him up last night.
Are you gonna talk?
Oh, come over here. So I should really hold the champ belt because you know.
Because you're Trey's brother?
No, because you know, Spiky Mikey is here, and he's going to be back for more.
What's up, Robbie? Yeah, I mean, like, you're the best wrestler out there. Yeah,
I know.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, it's mine too. Just saying.
Alright, well, backyard wrestling is one of the best sports around, you know, one of the best sports ever invented. We had a long career together as a tag team champions, and we just came out and retired this year.
Fight!
We have a lot of haters, but no matter what,
Yeah, I can tell.
they're just mad because we were the tag team champs. None of them could beat us. They couldn't handle it. They just can't handle backyard wrestling. They hate us because they ain't us. It's just way too real. When it came down to it, none of them had the guts it takes to be good.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell us your thoughts on backyard wrestling.
I'm the first nigger to ever participate in backyard wrestling. Robbie's a fucking pussy, he's going down. Tim Russell's a pussy, and Trey's a fat pussy.
You hear that, Trey? You hear what he said, Trey?
This is my black friend. Let me see. This is my black friend Philo. This is Trevor Woodhead. He tore his ACL. Dan McCare, he loves the rolling cocks. Chris Adon needs to cut it. That's Gibby from iCarly. That is Jesus. That is Kevin Garnett. That is Bob the Builder. And that's Joey. And this is Fatty.
Is that all you got? Is that all you got?
Yeah.
You know, and you know, like, it's not legal. Like, the cops don't care about it. Like, if they see a bunch of kids, like, you know, wrestling. Like, because, you know, like, once me and my friends and I was the ref, I was wearing a ref shirt, we were wrestling, and the cop didn't even care, he just drove by. But I'll bet you there's been incidents where the cop shows up, they say, oh, we're wrestling. I said, alright.
Wait a second.
I got a chair for a reason.
Get him.
Let's go. Just stereo.
Come on!
Let's go. 2 against 1. Come on. He doesn't count as 1. Let's go. Steal is fake.
Come on, I thought you were supposed to be this.
I'm gonna come to you.
Twist the fake!
Get out of here.
Twist the fake!
Who's the owner? What are you guys doing here? Is it wrestling? The whole neighborhood thinks you guys are killing each other out here.
My schedule, I plan for it to be Saturday and Sunday at like 1, but like I said, my town, it sucks. I don't even have my Fed really anymore. I'm kind of part of this TOW, and I'm gonna let you guys know, don't ever put your job as chairman online, because you'll lose it to that guy probably, then he'll sell it to his cousin, and then you're screwed. Very screwed. Say your prayers for me that I get my Fed back. But I kind of do, like, really whenever. Usually, like, maybe, like, after school or something. But, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, and it sucks that wrestlers leave. I, like, have 6 wrestlers. They're undedicated. They never show up. And they talk. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to mention this kid. I'm not going to say his last name, though. Jake. He sends so many snaps to me about talking shit, and he never wrestles. That makes me want to punch a hole in my wall. Nah, that's from when I was in 2nd grade and I got mad about something stupid. You want to know what it was? I got tickets to wrestling, but I wanted to get the Royal Rumble too, but I couldn't. Royal Rumble. The pay-per-view you beg to get.
See what? Not everyone's built for the sport. You gotta be built, you gotta be strong, and you gotta jump off these ladders. And you gotta have correct weight, height, and you gotta hydrate. See these things? You wanna try that? You wanna get that? People ask me why I do this backyard wrestling. Many reasons. For the money, for the fame, for the fun, for the entertainment, to show off your moves and show that you're the best, and to be the champ.
Hello, I am Kerry McGraw, and I'm the owner of EBW, Elite Backyard Wrestling. I've been doing backyard wrestling for about 10 years. I'm currently 16. I've been doing it since I was 6. Half of that time was spent on trampoline, and the other half was spent falling on bare ground and doing crazy stuff. Oh my. See any bare ground wrestling, really. You've seen people that did do bare ground eventually go into a ring in a backyard like ESW, which honestly kind of disappoints me. I'll be completely honest. So you rarely see anyone do bare ground wrestling anymore. And another thing is they expect so much out of you, especially since you do bare ground. But the thing is, I think you can't do as much on bare ground as you could on a trampoline or in a wrestling ring simply because it's bare ground. In a little rant video I uploaded, I explained what I think about all this, and I said I don't really consider trampoline wrestling backyard wrestling, honestly. I consider it trampoline wrestling, and if you're wrestling in a ring, I believe you're just wasting your time. Fighting in a backyard instead of in front of actual people. But that's just me personally. But I would really like to consider myself a part of people that's in a dying breed. Would I like to wrestle in a ring? Yes, but not in someone's backyard, though. I would seriously like to do it in front of people, at least. I don't care if it's in a gym. My current goal is to become a full-on professional wrestler. Since most people that start in backyard kind of is successful at in the ring, for example, Cage, he's doing pretty good. I'm a semi-retired pro wrestler as well. I don't consider myself fully retired until I go to wrestling school. So basically, I'm not fully done yet, but EBW did end. But I still consider doing backyard wrestling until I go to wrestling school. So yeah, I've basically seen the rise of backyard wrestling, bare ground, and trampoline, all the way to what it is now, how it evolved into a video game in development full of people that does trampoline wrestling. Thanks for the bare ground people. Thanks for that little shout out. So, 10 years I've been doing this. Plus, not to mention, I've done a lot. Everything from filling tongue tags. I burned my arm. I got scars on my forehead. I don't know if you can see them. Probably not. I don't know. I have scars on my forehead from bleeding in my own backyard. But it was all for the sake of backyard wrestling. And I'm not afraid to say that I am a backyard wrestler. I'm Gary Grove of EBW. And that's what I think about backyard wrestling.
You know what, I hear people in backyard wrestling, they get a damn razor blade and they just cut it like that and they start to bleed. Don't blade. You look dumb on your blade, and it's dumb. How hard is it to go in, get some corn syrup, and just make it, get some stuff and make fake blood? It's not that hard. Blading is banned in WWE, just so you know, so don't blade, it's stupid. And if anyone is attempting to do it, you keep a little razor blade wrapped in tape. You go right above here, and to make yourself bleed a lot, you take like 3 aspirins, you cut right here, and you just go. If you cut right here, you're gonna get scars, and you're gonna bleed like hell. I'm gonna straight up tell you, my town sucks. Not only my town, but my state in general just sucks for wrestling. You can only like find 3 feds out there. Oh, this is Peter. Hey, I'm number 6 too, but it sucks. And what people do sometimes is they travel like they're an actual wrestler, and you know, people say, "Oh, that's dangerous." Well, how about you could tell me how many times you've seen this in the news? Someone got raped, kidnapped, assaulted, killed in a thing for backyard wrestling, like a guy going to like California for backyard wrestling. Then I'll get back to you on that. Kabish?
You know, wrestling is pretty good, you know? Especially when it's in your backyard, if you know what I mean. Alright, is that good?
Backyard wrestling is good and nice, and it's hard. And at Robbie's backyard wrestling, there. Happy now?
Freaking Yankees fan. You like the Yankees?
No. Go. I must say it really sucks. I can't do it.
So Andrew, what are your thoughts on backyard wrestling?
I think that it's a nice, cheap way to have fun with your cousins.
Yeah.
It gives me a way to beat you up without being yelled at. So yeah, I enjoy it a lot. Is that it? He's been pestering me to do this video for literally 6 months now.
Are you still filming? Is this still on video?
Wow, Rob, I'm so disappointed in your interviewing skills right now.
Another thing I hear a lot is you see people with these freaking mercury-filled fluorescent lights. They're bashing each other. They're bashing each other over the head with them. All right. I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna say it with 3 words. It's not a yeah. It is you will die from poisoning.
Thank you very much.
These kids are psychos. I don't know any other way to say it. Why wrestle with little kids? Well, I don't know. It's more easier. You get to lift them up. And it's easier to lift them up, I guess. And more easier to beat. I don't know. No, like once there's this 9-year-old who was talking mad crap and wanted to go wrestle him. But the athletic director kicked me out because it was during flag football. you know, the word backyard wrestling is, you know, a loose term. You know, it could be in a park, a warehouse, your backyard, in your house, on your, you know, like your bed. Yeah, people do that. It's honestly just like, you know, just anyone really wrestling, you know? And, you know, like if a dad's wrestling with his kid, you know, that's backyard wrestling. And it's usually like untrained, like, which isn't good. That's why they say don't try this at home. You know what? Don't try this at home. It sounds hypocritical, but, you know, you can die. You get paralyzed. You can really get hurt. And even if you do know how to, like, still, it's not something you shouldn't be doing, guys. It's a tough sport. It's a tough business. And you know what? Yeah. And people kind of have their own versions of it. They could be like doing, I'm going to wrestle as Rey Mysterio and you're Triple H, or we're going to do a prediction match for the next pay-per-view, or we're going to do a classic match, or I don't know. There's a lot of variations of it, and it can come in forms of shoot fighting, and, you know, just like all scripted, lines, blah, blah, blah. It's, you know, once you really get into it, it's kind of hard, and people kind of misinterpret it and take us as like, they don't understand. It's kind of a lifestyle. You gotta know the behavior of a backyard wrestler to be a backyard wrestler. Like, when you are the backyard wrestler, you know what it's like. And, you know, it really can get out of control. You don't know when someone's shooting on you. I got a scar from a guy, you can't see it anymore, but I know he's shooting on me, or I don't even know. It's all complicated, but it gets crazy. You read the comments, they're calling you a faggot, they're calling you a queer, you're calling them a retard. It gets crazy. And these promos and stuff, like, and the wrestlers don't really appreciate us doing it, but, you know, it's really sparked up. And, you know, you can't really find the direct, like, start of this necessarily. We don't really know when it really started, backyard wrestling, but I'd say it was common in the mid-90s. And, you know, they made video games on it, movies. It's kind of basically a phenomenon in a way if you think about it. You know, what makes me mad the most is when people say that it's fake. You know what, like the punches and kicks are fake, but when you get hit with a steel chair, you fall, you get slammed, that's gonna hurt like heck. And it really, like when people say that, I say, how about I go body slam you, and you tell me how that feels. So, these events and angles of wrestling, and at least in my fed, sometimes happen in this very place, what we call school. Because people say school's hell, now they say school's heaven. This thing works like a business, you know? There's a chairman, there's a referee, there's a security guy. Hi, coach. There's you know, there's a writer, you know, a COO. It works like a business, and it's a good learning habit. And you know what the tip is? It's a tip. You don't gotta listen to it because many feds don't do this. Well, obviously record. Well, that's not your tip, what I was getting to, but you want to like advertise your shows, and you want to sell tickets so you make money from doing it. But it's not about the money. We're not, you know, we're not TNA, we're not ROH, we're not WWE. And your other tips are, you know, if you can, get a ring, build a ring, or just do it on grass. Because if you get slammed on something like that, that's gonna hurt. That's how you get this. I took a back bump on here because I missed kicking the football, thanks to Nick Broport. What else do I gotta say? Be careful when you're using music for like your videos, like the entrances, because you're gonna get flagged, and when you get flagged, that's not good. try to make your shows exciting, 30 minutes long. I don't know. I be original with your Fed's name. You know, you gotta spread the word. That's how you get people in your Fed, cause it's hard. I don't know if I said it before, but it's honestly hard. You want to stick to a place where you can do it, like you know, like weekly. Schedule like maybe like 2 shows, and you want to use weapons like a field hockey stick, or I don't know, a steel chair or a table. And why my interview so long? But you know, you can have a hardcore federation. You can have like Lucha Libre, or you could just have like a regular scripted federation. What else do I have to say? You gotta be able to take pain. It kills. It really hurts. You gotta be able to take pain. You gotta honestly know how to perform moves so you don't kill each other. I don't suggest you guys do moves like a pile driver, vertebraker, brain buster, because you're gonna be left in a wheelchair. You're not gonna be in the ring lacing your boots up. You're gonna be in a wheelchair. What other tips I got for you? Look it up. Look it up. Just look it up. I gotta go fill up waters for football.
My name is Aaron Alment. My wrestling name is JC Evans, and wrestling to me is wrestling is life for me. I started wrestling when I was 13. I had my actual match in a real wrestling ring on my birthday on September 24th, 2011. Either 2010. Yeah, 2010. Sorry. That's when I had my very first ever professional wrestling match with the ref and all. I won. Me and my friend won. It was our birthdays. And that was a little gift from the wrestling promotion, from the wrestling organization. Wrestling, I mean, since I've been doing this since I was 13, you know, me and some friends, you know, we started with HWF in the backyard. Weapons and all, you know, just messing around, seeing what we could do with it. But then we decided to take it further. Started having belts. Champions, tag team champions. And then, you know, it all started falling apart, but I never gave up. Wrestling is my life. Nothing can change that. And you know, the thing that brings wrestling together are people who love it with you. And that's what HWF did. We loved the sport. We loved it all. And you know, it was just great. But yeah, I mean, anything else about wrestling, you know, this wrestling documentary is going to be great. Yeah. But, you know, I'd like to thank Robert for giving me the opportunity to be in this documentary. I thank him a lot. I really do. You know, wrestling has been my way of expressing myself. I haven't really been able to express myself in other ways. I tried with music, but it didn't work. So I did it with wrestling. And with wrestling, I feel like I can do whatever I want. I have the freedom to say whatever I want in that ring or in the backyard, wherever we put our shows. I have that freedom. Nothing is going to change my love for wrestling. I've always wanted to be a professional wrestler. Ever since I started watching WWE back in 2003, you know, but yeah. Anyways, you know, wrestling is life. Wrestling will always be my life. I know I keep saying that because I don't know what else to say. But yeah, this is JC Evans from HWF, and my real name is Aaron Alment. I was kind of hoping to get an interview, but it's alright. But yeah, wrestling is everything I've always wanted to do. Thank you. Thank you for this, Robert. I owe you, man. Bullet Club, man. Too sweet, bro.
Another thing I hear about is how people use fire in their stunts. Like, they light the table on fire, or a weapon on fire, like a stick on fire. Like, you know, the freaking, like, 2x4 what Mankind had wrapped with barbed wire. They light that on fire and they hit them with it, or they'll throw them into the table. Don't. You aren't WWE performers who know how to do this correctly. I think they use fire retardant spray. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. Don't even try to do that. But, fire isn't a toy. It shouldn't be used in wrestling stunts. And it shouldn't be used in any case, especially arson or wrestling stunts. But if you are ever in the situation where a wrestler needs medical attention from broken arm, heart failure, anything like that, call 911. Don't be afraid to call 911.
Whoa! He kicked him in the gut. I don't think he'll be watching out for his head no more. Oof! Multiple blows to the back. What's he doing? What's he doing? Come on. Oh, a backbreaker. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, God, a neck breaker. Neck.
To tell, I'm in this documentary thing, so I might as well just tell you who I am. My name is Comatose. Well, that's my wrestling name, I should say. I'm not going to tell you my real name because, you know, I don't like giving that information out. Okay. I work for a wrestling company called World Wrestling Champions, WWC. Yeah. I am a 6-time world champion all over the United States. Let's see. And I'm the best wrestler in WWC, and I was the best wrestler in WWKC, and I'm going to be the best wrestler wherever I go. I believe that I'm one of the best backyard wrestlers in the world. It's just that people don't see my greatness, which is weird because I'm pretty damn great. What else? What can I say? I believe I am the best in the world, but that's just confidence. People might have their opinions about me, but that's just my opinion on myself. And now I'm in this documentary because I've been noticed, my greatness has been noticed by Rob Snake, and he knows I'm a great wrestler. He just does not like to admit stuff like that, but he knows I'm great. He knows I'm pretty damn good for the fact that I've only been on YouTube for 9 months. Okay. So, yeah. 6-time world champ, Comatose. And I've been doing this wrestling shit for 3 years. Been in only 2 different companies, WWC and WWKC. 2-time WWKC world champion, 4-time WWC world champion. Yeah. I've accomplished a lot, but I'm not going to name them all because that's just too much to list, and I don't like to go on and on about myself.
My thoughts on BYW in a match that has really impacted me. Well, or my thoughts on that match. There's tons of matches. There's gonna be mentioned. I'm gonna mention most of them. Not yeah, but there's someone in here that I would like to introduce to. That has really impacted him, and yeah, so when he gets in here, he's coming, but matches that has really impacted me, or my thoughts on matches, like I grew up watching KBW. I love KBW. That's who inspired me to be a backyard wrestler. And now that I'm a backyard wrestler, I am 2-0 at crossovers. I have a feeling I could be the next big thing in BYW. But people compare me to Cage, and that really gets me that like pumps me up. I'm like, What if we get invited to one of those big wrestling things? Yeah, like I would cry. I've always wanted to go best in the yard. I've talked to Jamal Payne, and he's really good. And like, I like VTW and all them, but I love KBW. That was my passion, and that's what inspired me. But y'all people may say I got my name from KBW. No, I didn't. I had my name before KBW. I'm sorry to say that. I've always wanted my name since I was like 5 years old. I would create my name on the game and be the Beast, and I would create sleeves and stuff. But that's the point. Match that has impacted me: the triple threat between Bulldozer, Cage, and AK. I love that match. It impacted me. It made me want to have the heart like Cage and stuff. And Cage's matches, the way he had the 2 belts, I like that. I like how he best in the world. I wish he would have won at WrestleCon. I wish he would have went to Best in the Yard. But they really impacted me and my thoughts on their match.
Who all went to Best in the Yard? Wasn't it Cage and AK?
They went to WrestleCon. Big Time Out was in Best in the Yard, but all the greatest backyard wrestlers in the world, because I have a feeling I could be, but people compare me to Cage. I really don't know if I could be compared to Cage because I do so good. I wish he could still backyard wrestle and pro wrestle, but they really impacted me. My thoughts on them, they was great. And what I have to say now is what really impacted me was in my matches and my thoughts on that match when I faced Kid Rick and we was fighting. And when he super kicked me, I thought I was done. I kicked out. That was a great match, one of the most exhausting matches I've ever been in. And, ooh, the ride back home from Mississippi, oh, I was so sore. But
I didn't even get to go. Y'all didn't invite me.
Yeah, we did, but we didn't have enough room in the car. Like, yeah, we had an SUV, and I'm glad I could bring the people that I could. But I want another crossover. I'm 2-0, like I said in crossovers. My thought on BYW, people may say it's dying, but it's not. It's just beginning for the next generation, and people just need to pass the torch and give these younger feds the fame and glory that they need. And that, like I said, I've been on here 1 year, and we've actually did a lot. Like, I watched the highlights of me and Kidrick's match. We got 30,000 views a lot. Some people can't even reach 1,000. Like, Best in Yard, they even got, they got like 30,000 views. But we got 30,000 views, and, yeah. Really, yeah. Okay, but I'm back. Yeah, the Kidrick match really had me like, I could really step up to the plate. I really have the chance to be the best in BYW. People say I'm the best. I'm flattered about that, but I need more people to face. I need to prove myself. I need to earn it, and yeah, and he's gonna tell you about a match that impacted him and his thoughts on BYW.
I never watched BYW for real. For real. A match, are you talking about like a match that impacted me an hour? The franchise or BYW's?
BYW's, ours, or...
Well, the match that hurt the most, it was our first Royal Rumble. I fractured my ankle in that match. I got pushed off the trampoline and my foot got stuck like in the middle, and it got fractured my ankle. And they left me on the ground, and they ran to Colton or Mind Twister's house.
And what about BYW?
Well, I've never watched any of those matches except for whenever y'all went to Mississippi. That was a good fight whenever you put yourself out, and then that was a dumb move, but still.
The AWS still won in the Royal Rumble. But
I bet you that was probably the most exhausting fight because that was an hour long.
the most exhausting show ever. Like, I was special guest referee, I was in the Royal Rumble, and I was the main event. I've had a feeling I could win the Royal Rumble, but I didn't want to. Like, when you get put out, you really don't lose. If you're in the final
Because
two,
we're all winners.
when you're in the final two, and you get eliminated, I count it as a loss. But I'm 2-0 at crossovers, and that has really impacted me the way that BYW is. Just older people, when y'all get done with y'all companies, pass the torch. Let these younger groups shine. But shout them out, do all this and that. But my thoughts on BYW, it ain't over. And it's going to continue forever, I think. People that step up to the plate, to the plate, to the plate. People, new generations. Rob Sneak, for instance, he may find people when he's older. See, he's only 10. I'm 14, and people don't even watch wrestling and stuff, and they still do it. Like, he don't watch wrestling, DeFranco don't watch wrestling, Even Ways don't watch wrestling. Everybody in my company basically don't watch wrestling.
Except for me and him.
Yeah, he watches it sometimes, but that's...
I mean, I play it whenever I come to his house, because I have an Xbox One at my house, but I don't have the...
Yeah. Well,
My name is LVR, a wrestler from NCW, and I am a former 2-time NCW champion and a 1-time Money in the Bank winner. So my thoughts on backyard wrestling, that's definitely changed throughout the years. Since about 2006, ESW has revolutionized the whole backyard wrestling organization. They have inspired many of backyard wrestlers, and they have also inspired us, NCW. Those are most of my thoughts on backyard wrestling, and yeah, subscribe to NCW.
I am Custer from NCW Wrestling. I am a 3-time NCW champion, a 1-time NCW Intercontinental champion, a 2-time NCW Mr. Money in the Bank, and a 4-time season MVP. And backyard wrestling has really changed me as a person. I mean, ever since I made my channel NCW Wrestling, which we now have 200 subscribers after about 250 subscribers over 2 years. It's actually really cool to have fans, and fans are actually interested in what you are selling, and like as a whole, NCW can really help someone. Also, it's a great way to get together and make great memories, and it's a blessing to have NCW wrestling, and it's a blessing to have backyard wrestling as a whole. Because another thing is main show, ESW Wrestling. They are probably the best backyard wrestling channel in my opinion. But shout out to us, NCW Wrestling. You guys better tune in and better watch it. Thank you.